speak about anything, we'd love to do that with you. Come by and visit us sometime. We'd love for you to do that. Share anything we've got. We're just trying to spread the gospel. I'd like to talk to you about growing and maturing so that God can use us. I have seen so many people, and Scripture points this out, that if you want to be in ministry, God doesn't want a novice in ministry. He wants somebody that has been matured, somebody that has gained their sea legs, if you will, in the faith. Maybe been around, as they used to say, around the horn a couple of times. They have lived a little bit of life. And that's a good thing. And then why is that? Sometimes we have to mature and grow so that we can even be used. I'll use myself as an example. I have known for many years that I was called to ministry. The only problem was I wasn't ready for ministry. And it would have been a disaster, and I would have hurt people. I would have destroyed things, I promise you, because I just was not ready. I used to not have the filter. Sometimes my family would say I don't have the filter from the head to the mouth. I have much more filter now. I've learned not to speak before I think most of the time. At least I think so. I've got a temper. I've learned to kind of keep that quelled down, because you can't be like that and be in ministry. I've also learned not to let things shock me. I've had to learn that when you counsel and people come to you, you can't just go and panic, because that's not going to give any confidence to them. It's not going to help them. I had to grow in myself before God could use me. I had to mature, and that's a good thing. Nothing wrong with understanding your call. Nothing wrong with understanding that God could use you. And I'm not talking just pastoral ministry. We're talking all sorts of things. Sometimes we need to mature a little bit and grow, but God can use us once we do that. He wants to get us to that place, but that calls for us to be in Him, reading His Word, praying, doing devotions, worshiping in the house of God, and learning from others. I have learned from some great pastors. I have had the opportunity to learn from some great pastors. Also, I have learned from some not very great pastors. I've learned what to do, and I've learned what not to do. It's been a big help to me in a lot of ways. You can learn from anybody. Old country fellow one time said you could learn from anybody. Watch people, you can learn. Said you could even learn from the town drunk. You know what? If nothing else, you can learn not to be like the town drunk, if nothing else. You can learn from anybody. But watch people and grow, mature. Learn to keep your emotions intact. Do that, and then God can use you. A lot of people want to be used of God, but they are not willing to get rid of these things. Fortunately for me, God was able to put me into situations that helped me to grow, to help me to mature and become what He wanted. And then He was able to put me into the positions where He could truly use me for His glory. Do I fail? Yeah, I fail all the time. But God helps me, and He has helped me not to fail as badly as I would have before. I pray today that God would bless